Good morning. Welcome to my teacher closet. I'm Miss Colleen. So glad you're here today. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but you couldn't help yourself? We call that impulsive. It's when we do something just suddenly, and we might know in our mind that we shouldn't do it, but our body or sometimes our mouth, it just comes out. Well, our story today is about a girl who is impulsive, and now that she has 17 things that I'm not allowed to do anymore. And this story is by Jenny Offill and Nancy Carpenter. And I don't know if when I was a kid I did some of these things, but I know that I have been impulsive before. I remember one time, this is a horrible story, but I'm going to share it with you just to show that I'm a human being and I make mistakes too. But my baby brother was crying and crying and crying, and I couldn't get him to stop. And I think I was probably, if he was in his little crib, I was probably 4 or 5. Anyway, I hit him on his soft spot. You know how babies have a soft spot up here? And I mean, I was a little kid, but I was so frustrated with him crying, I thought that that would help. Now, we all know that hitting someone is wrong, and that's not going to stop him from crying. But it was an impulsive move. It was something I did without thinking, and then afterwards I felt really bad about it. I still feel really bad about it. Sorry, brother. Anyway, let's see what our friend does today. 17 things I'm not allowed to do anymore. I'm going to fold this back so you can see it. These are some good pictures. I had an idea to staple my brother's hair to his pillow. I'm not allowed to use the stapler anymore. Was that a good idea? No. I had an idea to glue my brother's slippers to the floor. I'm not allowed to use the glue anymore. Maybe she's got some issues with her brother. I had an idea to tell my brother he'd soon be eaten by hyenas. She's giving him a palm reading. I'm not allowed to tell my brother's future anymore. So she says, this line here says you're going to be eaten by hyenas. I had an idea to walk backwards to school. I'm not allowed to walk backwards to school anymore. Look at, because is she paying attention to where she's going? Nope. This sign here says, don't walk, stop. I had an idea to do my George Washington report on beavers instead. I'm not allowed to do reports on beavers anymore. I had an idea to dedicate my report to all beavers that ever lived. I'm not allowed to dedicate my report to beavers anymore. See, she says, the beavers are crossing the Delaware. To all the beavers that ever lived. And then she put a beaver on the $1 bill, because that's usually where George Washington is. And then the teacher says, "See me after class." I had an idea to tell the class I personally owned 100 beavers. I'm not allowed to say I own beavers anymore. She had to write some lines. I had an idea to show Joey Whipple my underpants. I'm not allowed to show Joey Whipple my underpants anymore. We don't want to see anybody's underpants. I had an idea to set Joey Whipple's shoe on fire using the sun and a magnifying glass. I'm not allowed to set Joey Whipple on fire anymore. I had an idea to walk backwards home from school. I'm not allowed to walk backwards home from school anymore. I had an idea to freeze a dead fly in the ice cube tray. I'm not allowed to make ice anymore. Some of you might not know what this is, but you put water in this tray and then put it in the freezer and it makes the cubes. I had an idea to wash my hands in the dog's bowl before dinner. I'm not allowed to wash my hands in the dog's bowl anymore. I had an idea to give my brother the gift of cauliflower. I'm not allowed to give the gift of cauliflower anymore. I had an idea to order a different dinner from my mother. I'm not allowed to pretend my mother is a waitress anymore. Ooh, have you guys ever done that? If your mom cooks something and then you don't want it or you don't like it and you say, "I want something different." I had an idea to tell the sad story of a mother who fell into a volcano. I'm not allowed to tell sad stories about volcanoes anymore. I had an idea to pretend I'd been struck deaf when I heard, "Go to your room." Good choice? I'm not allowed to pretend I'd been struck deaf anymore. And here's the sign language. It said, "Not pretend deaf again or anymore." So, not pretend deaf anymore. I had an idea that I might run away to live with kind and happy beavers. I'm not allowed to talk, even a little bit, about beavers anymore. I had an idea to say the opposite of what I mean to trick everyone. I'm sorry. I'm allowed to say the opposite of what I mean forevermore. Do you think she was really sorry? Or was she just pretending she was sorry? I think that she says she was pretending she was sorry, but I really think she was sorry. Because all those things probably sounded like fun in her mind. But then when she did them, she got in trouble. It wasn't always the wise choice. So when we feel impulsive, when we feel that we have to do something, or if we say something that we regret, then we do need to say we're sorry. Or at least think about it and decide, did I hurt that person? Could I have gotten hurt? That's how we make choices. All right. I want you to go out and have an adventure. But remember to plan your adventure in the beginning. And if you can get hurt on your adventure, don't do it. And I will see you again from my teacher closet, probably in a couple of days. All right, have a good one. And don't be impulsive. Oh, my eyes go this way. Sorry. Don't be impulsive. And I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.